Hello, Ritzas Tolvis. I'm Damien Holme, your guide to the mother of all languages featured on HBO's Game of Thrones, High Valyrian.
Valyrian munioengos nuihis isa.
This is Lesson 8, or Phrase, Flavors Sextuplets. High Valyrian is easily one of the most nicest sounding spoken languages ever created. I mean, Klingon sounds like you're trying to start a war. Navi's pretty much exclusively for dirty hippies. And Dothraki went the way of the phrase. There's a few survivors out there still, but nobody cares about them and nobody knows what they're up to.
Dad!
Valyrian birthed other cultures, inspired other nations and empires, and it remains an academic language for many elite factions all throughout Essos. Even if they can't speak it correctly. If you were looking for an escape from the agglutinal nightmares of Quenya, this is not your tongue. In this lesson, we'll look at these 6 declensions and their charts to understand the endings that go along with each noun. Declensions, or declining, are just ways of describing the different endings that you're going to tack on to the different nouns as they fit into each part of speech in a sentence. I will make it work through editing.
Say a sentence.
This is going to seem scary, but there's a lot of repeated sounds here. And if you make a mistake, but you get the basic gist of the idea when speaking, you're going to be understood. If you're studying High Valyrian to write, well, just follow these charts and keep looking back to this video to get it down perfectly. Flavor number 1, tidal. Tidal nouns are only lunar or aquatic. Think about it, only the moon and the seas. That's why it's tidal. To take this flavor, the noun must end in A for lunars or AR for aquatics. Let's take a look at 2 tidal nouns. Vala means man, and we saw some example sentences with this tidal type. And here's Kelbar, or river, for comparison. Flavor number 2, celestial. Celestial nouns are only of lunar or solar gender. Makes sense, right? Celestials end in Y for lunars, or YS for solars. Here's how a pair of celestial flavored nouns decline. Dovalgedi is an unsullied. Voktis means priest. Flavor number 3, maester. Maester flavor, much like actual maesters, cover everything. All genders are included, given that lunars end in IO, solars end in OS, terrestrials end in ON, and aquatics end in OR. This could also be considered the O stem form, but that sounds boring. Let's look at gelmio, or wind, isaros, or person, havon, or bread, and lopor, or salt. Note, if a maester's noun's terrestrial, an ION ending is slightly different from this ON ending. To be specific, the IO changes to a long Y in the instrumental and commutative forms. I don't know why. Also, words with hidden stems, like an H or a K that don't show up in the dictionary form, they all go here. It's called maester for a reason. Flavor number 4, dry. The dry declension has all the genders except for aquatic. No water here. The key sound here is the letter E. Lunars end in E, solars end in ES, and terrestrials end in EN. Some dry nouns are guese, or tree, hontes, or bird, and, well, we actually don't know any regular dry terrestrial nouns yet. What the heck, DJP? Okay, it's okay. The one we do know of is Daenerys' last name, as it is in the High Valyrian language, Targaryen. But so far we only know 2 endings, so here they go. Flavor number 5, wet. The wet declension has every gender except for terrestrial. This is kind of the I stem. Lunars must end in I, solars in IS, and aquatics in IR. Keli means cat. Tubis means day. And what's that? You guys want to see fig again? Oh gods. Okay, here's fig, or robir. And flavor number 6, foreign. Finally, the 6th declension is mostly for foreign words. They don't have a High Valyrian rule set, so the Valyrian people sequestered their filthy alien words to their own declension flavor. Some newer Valyrian words involving collections of things go here too, but we'll focus on the foreign words. If it doesn't already end in a vowel, any foreign word can be pronounced in Valyrian with an optional I sound at the end. Like, take for example the word for Dothraki lord, chal, or chali. Let's pick on arach, or that curved blade thingy that the Dothraki use, and the words bustar, or slave, and misa, or mother, both words from the old Empire of Gis, whose people were taken over by Valyria ages ago. Gisari are the race of people who live in and around Slaver's Bay. That's Astapor, Yunkai, and Meereen. And remember, no one is perfect, not even a Targaryen. This was an archaic language even at the time of the world of George R.R. Martin. So getting your point across is all that really matters. Kirim você. Please like or subscribe so I can take the time to make more of these videos. Check out a wiki of Ice and Fire and Dothraki.org, both wonderful resources to learn more about the series. Or connect with the forum communities over at Westeros.org, where they have been keeping it partying like 1999 was when winter was coming. Quiero silas.